Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Bad Grammar. This is where I read comments from my viewers. Some of them are good comments, some of them are, negative comments, some of them are confusing comments. And so I started this series over 10 years ago, and it was just a way to me to respond to, at the time, a lot of hate comments. I don't get as many these days, sadly, but, it's still fun to read comments every few months. And like I said, some of these are nice comments, and I do appreciate everyone that leaves a halfway decent comment on my videos. And you'll see all of the comments at the end of this video, instead of me taking the time to put each one here. It's a lot of work, and I'm lazy. So here we go. A.W. Rogers. Yeah, this is a comment I just never understood. Really is the outside... Oh, this is for one of my comedy, winter videos, snowing and everything, the weather report. A.W. Rogers. Really is the outside asking for some money, really. Always helps to take your spare change and throw a handful of two of coins out the door or window. If it's enough, the weather will stop. I didn't even know that. Thank you for the tip. Jack Gopp 7966. Now he's a regular viewer, regular commenter. I just found this question a bit on the funny side, so no disrespect to this person. Where did you get the Ogden's Nut Gone Flake box set you have? That's the Small Faces album. And I replied, Amazon. Then he replied, what is it called? And I replied, you already wrote what it's called. John Burns 7912. I've never understood why people have numbers after, they might have a good name or just their regular name, like Larry Graves, right? Larry Graves 184628. I don't know. Larry? Oh, this is about my, when I ranked all of the Beatles' 213 songs. And this person wrote, Larry, they have over 300 songs. But I responded, they have 213 official songs during their career. I don't count demos or anything else when I do these videos. Oh, and another one by John Burns 7912. Larry, I would, this is for, I guess, my least favorite Beatles songs. Larry, I would add I'm Only Sleeping, Fixing a Hole, and Glass Onion. Oh, and it's only Revolution 9. There's no number needed. I call it Revolution number 9. I know it's Revolution 9. Don't get me mad. Cal 9MM. This is for when I used to do my Hungry Man food reviews. Rates the brownie a 10, but doesn't even eat it. The fug is going on here, mate. More to come after the news. And that's because I was doing a comedy bit. I talked about the brownie before and I didn't like it. And so I usually would throw it in the garbage. And I rated it a 10 just for comedic value. But it went right over that person's head. Brad Jackson 5648. See what I mean? Hey, what's wrong with Nickelback? They're from Canada. That's just a rumor. From Canada. Here's another one. Aries Mccorvoy 1869. I wouldn't count Flash Gordon compilations or live albums. So that's when I was doing my review of the Queen discography. It doesn't matter, what I do. If I include the live albums and the whatever, I just mainly do the studio albums. Remnants of a Sound Blast. That's a good username. Boy, this is the only time I've seen Larry this serious and to the point for so long. You kept the silliness in check unintentionally. And that's when I did my interview with Michael Noland. I am serious. See, I don't think, if you don't watch all of my videos and you only see certain ones, then yeah, I'm always being an idiot, right? But through the years, quite often I do serious videos. And when I do interviews, I'm serious. I did one recently with Mark Farner of Grand Funk Railroad, and I wasn't an idiot. And then he wrote again. This was for a Beatles related video. Here's one for you, and you need to sing it all the time. I'm a loser. I'm a loser. I'm a loser. There you go. Stephen Kenny 5708. Doors' debut album didn't make the list? Now that's ridiculous. And I responded, not as ridiculous as your comment. Did you watch the video? It's at number 3 on the list. More numbers. Brian Mccorvoy 5644. I do think the Beatles are overrated. I know. I agree. They are a decent enough group, but their target audience was teenage girls, so I never understood why so many grown men loved them so much. LOL. Looking at some of their contemporaries like The Who, Rolling Stones, The Doors, and Grateful Dead, they don't come close to the originality or musical ability of any of those bands. Do me a favor, Brian Mccorvoy 5644, and go away. Go. And don't come back. And this is for when I do a top 10 songs or whatever, and there's always somebody, not always, but sometimes they'll leave this kind of comment. Alma Thomason 6447. I was hoping for Pocket Full of Kryptonite and Feeling Strangely Fine. Why is Spin Doctors and Semisonic not on the list? Because they're not on the list. I haven't even listened to those bands. I have no interest in them. Dark Emerald Official with no number at the end. Hey man, how'd you get big? Just asking, as I am an aspiring creator. Trust me, I am not big on YouTube. Is my name known on YouTube? Yes, a little bit, but I mean, I'm not a famous YouTuber, believe it or not. I just have some viewers that appreciate my videos, and that's about it. I struggle just like other YouTube creators. James Distasio 5782, write that down. Sorry, but I think this guy should only be commenting on drag races. What's he mean by that? Mark Farner. Speaking of Mark Farner of Grand Funk Railroad, I really enjoyed interviewing Mark. He's one of my absolute favorite musicians. Been a fan of Grand Funk since 1970. And so after the interview, I wrote to him and I just thanked him and for taking his time, and mentioned that I posted the video, and he responded, "Thanks for that, brother Larry. I'm Mark Farner's brother. Thank you. I appreciate your presence on Matters That Matter. It was great chatting with you, and I wish you the very best in all of your endeavors, sir." Sir. So that was nice of him. I like this one. David Woodcock 139. not rally worth a comment. But he commented anyway. And yeah, I responded, thanks for commenting. Now this is a, you know, like I said, I do read some very nice comments, and I appreciate them a lot. So this is from San32K9. He must be in the K9 unit. Hi Larry, I have been a viewer of your content for probably the last 5 or 6 years. I'm not the type of person to ever comment on any videos. Shame on you. It has probably been a few years since I last commented on anything on this. I just wanted to say that I feel really bad for you that you put in so much work into something that you felt so positive about, only for that to happen. So he's talking about the Ron Sexsmith video I did, the review, you know, the humorous review using Tucker Carlson, and I deleted it because it was requested by Ron to remove. Everyone is entitled to their opinion on the matter, but I definitely feel like you were treated unfairly. Don't let it get to you. Keep up your amazing work and keep doing what you are doing. Thousands of people from all around the world love your content. Thousands. Thousands. And look forward to watching it every day. Best wishes, David. Thank you, David. And yeah, at the time, you know, deleting that video, it, like I've said, it kind of killed me. Like, I was so up about the album, and I thought, I'm going to do a, you know, a more creative review of it instead of your typical, this is a great album. And I just made the mistake of getting politics involved, and I don't think I actually think his manager, who was his wife, is the one that saw the video and maybe just saw the title and told him, and I don't think they even watched the video, but I don't know. And I did post this in my community, Ed Linhan, and this was for on the Prog Corners, one of the Prog Corners videos, and I mentioned something about Pink Floyd and prog, and he wrote back, Pink Floyd are not prog. I think they are. I mean, they're not just a prog band, of course. There's different, you know, some bands have different genres. But I think Pink Floyd has done some prog songs, like Echoes, and the Metal album I consider prog, even Dark Side of the Moon. But everybody has different opinions. And everybody's opinion, except mine, is wrong. And so this is for one of my comedy videos, which of course some people take seriously. And it was, I was talking about a Joe Mayo rant. Molly and I love his rants. And I ended up, you know, at first, the joke was I'm complaining about his stupid rant videos, which aren't stupid. And I end up doing my own rant about one-a-day vitamins, when it's supposed to be 2 vitamins per day, the gummies. But anyway, this guy just wrote, and he just kept coming back, and I just finally gave up. Further Smith TV 9435. This video is literally a rant by itself. You are being an extreme example and cautionary tale of the average American hypocrite. You are ranting about people who rant. Yes, that was the idea of the comedy bit. Just a thought, and by the way, I don't like this video. I can't stand people who post and complain about things in such a way. So I responded, do you not realize this is a joke video and I am friends with the people I am complaining about? And he responded, making fun of strangers isn't good and I don't like jokes. I responded, obviously you don't like jokes. And then somebody else, you know, defended me. Briggs Villain 8523. Maybe you should watch the whole video instead of just reading the titles. And then if you're intelligent enough, you'll get the humor. It's not rocket science. And then I just responded, you know, I thanked him, but I think it's just a lost cause, and he never returned. Firefly 3334, I just spit. Apologies. Stud muffin, in what sense? You'd have to ask Molly that. Valkyrie Sardo. Trump is one of the best presidents the USA has known. I will vote for him for the third time in 2024. This comment, seriously. Seriously, rarely I get annoyed. Well, I guess I get annoyed sometimes. But it's rare that I get kind of angry at a comment. But this one on my ASMR channel got me kind of mad. I did a review for one of those vacuum things for a computer, you know, a duster. I bought it on Amazon. I thought I would do a video on ASMR and do a review, and it's excellent. Very happy with it. But this person wrote, Michael is his name, with no numbers or anything. I will like the video, although I must admit I prefer when my favorite YouTubers admit when a video is sponsored. Nothing wrong with a sponsorship. You deserve any earnings you can get with your great content. And I responded, I would say the video was sponsored if it was sponsored. I paid for this with my own money, thanks. And then I think a couple days later I said, I'm still waiting for an apology. But never heard from him again. This is a comment for, we've done 3 of the Harry and Meghan parodies. And I can see, you know, in my stats, the percentage of likes versus dislikes. And all of the videos have like 98% likes. But there's always 1 or 2. And this one person wrote, Susie Blumentoff, sorry guys, you are not that funny. Yeah, so I responded, well, this video has a 99.4% positive rating with the 2 parts having over 2,000 positive comments, so we will focus on those comments instead of yours, so it's all good and no sorry needed. And this was for my video I did on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and some artists that should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Tracy Kime. The second you said Weird Al, I stopped watching. Wonder if he stopped watching again, because I just said Weird Al again. But what I find weird is that you think Weird Al is rock for you, and all the ones yelling every year about changing the name of the hall. That made me laugh. So if the band you like doesn't get in, then the hall is just stupid and a bunch of crap and doesn't matter. Simon Le Bon of Duran Duran summed it up perfectly last year. When you aren't in the hall, you say that you don't care about it, and it doesn't matter to you and is irrelevant. But when you get nominated, it's the most important thing in the world, and when you get inducted, it's like getting knighted in music form. There are less than 400 people, bands that have gotten that honor. You can't have a couple of hits to get there. The bar is set high for a reason. Weird Al should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And yes, he did parody pop and rock songs. He's an entertainer. If some of these rap artists can be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, then Weird Al should be too. This came up on my my Facebook page in the memories from 10 years ago, a few weeks back, and it was a YouTube comment by Gidu98. It feels so weird having an oldie using YouTube. That was 10 years ago. And that's it. That is it. I ran out of comments. So if you enjoy this series, please remember to leave a comment below and let me know what you think about some of the comments that I received, and maybe you'll agree that the Beatles are overrated. Yep. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.